when I look in my garden, and when I work on my garden, when I weed, when I planted, when I got the garden ready, and I cleaned up all the crap out of there. It just got me thinking when I look at this garden and see what I do. It's like, why? Why do I do this every year? Why do I have this urge, this unquenchable desire to garden? And lately, every time I look at this, in my head, I'm just thinking, desire for Eden. It's funny, it's what goes through my head. Desire for Eden. Desire for Eden. And I'm just referring to the Garden of Eden, and like in the Bible, where we were meant for this kind of life. And how we were designed to have this gardener in us to create beauty, and to not only create it, but to nurture it, care for it, pull out the things that threaten it, and allow it to grow and become the best version of itself, of what it could be. And I keep thinking, a garden to me, and me working on this garden, reminds me that we're supposed to be co-creators with the Lord. And the garden is a great example of that. But it's not just a garden. It's creating a flourishing beauty. And that could be anything. It should be so many things. We can create beauty, nurture it, pull out the weeds that threaten to quench it out, and to just like steal from the beauty. It's what I've been thinking about lately. And this garden helps me see that. And it is so hard to do that when your garden is completely overrun with weeds. And that's what my life looks like right now. There's weeds draining all the energy, draining all the nutrients. And the thing is, I feel like I can't survive without the weeds. That's what we're told. And if you know what my channel's usually about, you probably know I'm talking about the normal job situation going on here. Wage slavery, all that. And that's seriously what is destroying my soul. How can I keep creating my garden, or even work on my garden at all, when the soil is depleted of any nutrients because the weeds take it all? I intentionally did not plant any sunflowers this year. I was kind of tired of them. I didn't really want them this time. I didn't plant a single one of these, and still here they are. There's some pumpkin, but they're not big enough and viney enough yet to climb out the fence. But clearly I have some action going here. I never intended for the spinweed either. It's a weed. They are kind of invasive in my yard. Everywhere. And it's hard to control. But the crazy thing is, they are fulfilling what I wanted. The pumpkins aren't big enough yet, and they are actually already creating this wall. And they're just climbing up and blooming and kind of amazing. My goal was being fulfilled by means of which I never intended. So that was my little life lesson from the garden. You may have all the best laid plans and intentions to complete your goals, but watch out. They could get fulfilled by means of which you never intended. And that's not a bad thing. It's a fun thing. It's what makes life fun. Now if you look, I have a binweed wall that is starting to grow upon itself and get higher. I actually have to keep weaving these and guiding them, and the wall is becoming thick, strong. During the daytime, the flowers bloom. It's beautiful. So don't dismiss so swiftly something that happens, and if it just doesn't go your way, doesn't mean it's wrong. Maybe you just didn't know what to look for. Anyways, I love gardens because it really produces a great thinking ground. And this garden has been a little sanctuary for me. I get to run out here, and this alcove I've made is really becoming a sanctuary as much as it can be. I feel surrounded and safe in it. And now things are finally starting to bloom. And there's so many lessons you can learn by what a garden can teach you. Like my story with the binweed. So, what's your garden? Is it an actual garden? Is it that one thing in your head, that project, that passion project you can never shake, but can never seem to finish or even begin? What's your garden? And what weeds are keeping you from helping it flourish? Here's to another day of surviving. Maybe one day we pull enough weeds, we could start thriving. If you've been with me for as long as I've had this channel, or a good amount of time, thanks for being here. I know this channel is kind of going downhill. I know it. It's because of work. That's why. Work is sapping everything. That's why we have to keep fighting. I don't really know how. We just gotta try. Alright.